JTZ. It's going to be standard, but let's see what the hell's going on over here. All right, looks like a standard build order. It's not Alchemist. It's not Tinker. I'm from BC. I've never been to Alberta either. I mean, is there a point if you're in BC to go to Alberta? Sorry if you're from Alberta, but really. For work, I guess. And you could say cheaper rent and cheaper everything and less taxes and all that. I guess there's a reason, isn't there? Yeah, Alberta might actually be better than BC. Damn, BC's the California of Canada, isn't it? Damn. And I'm the California girl. In Canadian form. I'm realizing this now. I'm kind of having an existential crisis, guys. Crypt Lord for cast. Pretty standard for him, really. He normally goes much crazier than this.
A town is under siege.
But hey, you know, there's a certain type of player that is always doing crazy stuff. I'm sure there's a poker analogy here. You know, and you always expect them to do crazy stuff and to do sneaky things that, you know, as soon as they do something even close to standard, you're like, what's the trick? What's the play here? What is it? And you're second-guessing yourself the entire game, and they're just playing standard, always with a, not just psychological advantage, but strategical advantage. The entire time, just based on a reputation. That's why I think cheese players like, if you guys remember the past, TH used to be a huge cheeser. He used to always cheese and do crazy strats, and do weird tower rushes. 3 militia tower rush he used to do versus Night Elf before it was just figured out and solved. And then when he started doing standard, he always had that psychological edge and the slight strategical edge because people were preparing for the weirdest strats. And Cass, maybe. Crypt Lord Expo is pretty standard. You know. And JTZ's just thinking, okay, where are the necromancers hidden the entire time? Bird has wonderful beat, I'm sure. It's doneness, just saying. You can aim for a certain internal temperature to achieve doneness levels, but you don't need to measure temperature to see doneness. Alright. I don't know any chefs. I don't have any chefs in my DMs, so... Is there any come on, there's gotta be a chef in the chat. Or at least a cook that cooks steak. Weather's nice at least in BC. True, but right now it's snowing. So. Alright, this game's about to get messy. Oh, but luckily for JTZ, not luckily, I mean, this isn't luck that he's doing this. He didn't build the expansion. He's just getting the tower up, and if he can't get the tower, he'll just give up the expansion. But he'll wait for the tower. And this just ain't gonna work too well for Cass now, is it? Oh, nice impale. But it's useless if there's no damage follow-up. We'll run by, but only 3 of them. Easily dealt with. Expansion, however, gonna be finished for Cass. Remember the time of Sweet and Ghost Up? Yeah, I wasn't casting then or playing then, but I do remember them. What's up, Jab? How you doing? This gold mine. Oh my god, if these water elementals only could get in range. Scroll the beast used. Not very efficiently. These acolytes, I mean, 11 to 12 damage. Get out of town. I guess +9 on the Crypt Lord is pretty good. Okay, level 3 on the Archmage. Soon to be another level 2 water elemental, which makes the urgency for the surround even more urgent. Yes, even more urgent. He's gonna land it. Kinda temporarily, though. It should be a forced TP eventually, but at the cost of 2 ghouls. Could craft dinner and hot dogs? Hell yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Follow age, you've been following since February 27th, 2018. All I'm hearing is buff and pale damage. Yeah, make it one-shot peasants. Again. Okay, so what's the status of JTZ's macro here? Tech on the way, expansion, safe as houses.
A player's forces are under attack.
And cast. Attacking as well. Okay, so relatively even, but we'll see how much damage this attack does. Did I just hear a Crippler level up? I did. This Archmage has to be super duper careful.
Attack is under siege.
Is that another Necropolis? No. 4 Acolytes live? He needs to build another Necropolis, though. Oh, no, 5. He actually saved all 5? The mad lad. Cryptlord does get the XP. Yeah, I would just build a Necropolis now, though. I mean, you don't want to lose those Acolytes. A second Crypt on the way. Do the classic Infi build of 2 Crypt Gargs into immediate transition into Necromancers. Invis pot, what the hell are you doing? Oh, he's trying to kill the Archmage. He wants to get us around and then wait for the staff and then Invis Impale surround it and then kill the Archmage. Oh, or he just goes for it straight up. But there's a staff. He should staff out, I think, earlier rather than later. Okay, no, he's alright. I thought he was going to try to, like, just straight up surround, but no. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Don't most chefs just, like, press down on the steak? No, how well done it is. Oh, okay, there's this round. Archmage. Okay, now gonna be staffing. Down here, though. Now, no HP, no cooldown. And tier 2 about to be down. That'll mean a mana pot for another Impale, potentially. So Archmage, again, has to be careful. Because he's kind of playing with fire. Altar being rebuilt because no tier 3 tech is achievable without that. So that's actually going to mean JTZ quite a bit ahead in tier 3 tech, which is kind of necessary in 2-base human versus undead if you want to be at the advantage. Where's that lumber? You need to build 2 more ghouls right now. 2 more ghouls. Do it. No reason not to. Oh, there's 2 more. Okay, good. He's good. He was right all along. Based. You guys ever watch Marco Pierre White's? There, he did these videos as like an advertisement for these like chicken stock cubes. But it's essentially like cooking tutorials, like in his home kitchen, and they're the funniest thing ever. You guys gotta watch those. They're hilarious. The dude is such a legend. Okay, so this is gonna be 3 fiends dead. Alchemist second. Not gonna save these fiends, I'm afraid. JTZ in a fantastic position. Look, he's even got 1100 gold bank. And as soon as he's tier 3, Knight, Paladin, Inner Fire, Staff, Orb. He's getting farms now to prepare. Easy peasy. And, oh my god, Cass not even on the way to tier 3 yet. Oh no. This game is nearing impossibility for Cass.
Players forces are under attack.
But hasn't arrived there yet. By the way, in the quarterfinals, we do have Pato and Dice already.
Town is under siege.
Fish is currently playing Sarah, and Duck is currently playing Baron. We're definitely going to watch Duck versus Fish if that happens. Winner of this match is going to be playing Pato, by the way. Hey, didn't Pato beat Happy on Friday? Everyone's beating Happy. What's going on? I guess he's playing human, isn't he? That's what's going on. Paladin can pick up Orb and Staff at this shop. There it is. We found it.
A player's force is under attack.
Okay, so there is no tier 3 tech. I don't know what Cass is doing. He does know how good Fiends are against Knights, right? And the answer to that is really bad. 2 tanks on the way. I like that. I like 2 tanks as just a way to... If you're in a good spot as human in this matchup, 2 tanks is a way to sort of force a fight. Always a good option. Just makes a potential for the undead to just counterattack or base race just impossible. It makes the fight necessary for the undead if you just have 2 tanks attacking their buildings. And also, you know, the longer the fight goes on, you have priests, you have staff, you have holy light, you have all that good stuff. The longer the fight goes on, the more they're losing, the more urgent it becomes. And
Forces are under attack.
urgent it's been the entire game for Cass, as it seems. Who's going to need to play a little ring around the rosy. Again, tank's going to make that impossible to do. Now, you know, if you had this many Fiends and you're up against Taurens, would you think that's a good idea? No, right? And I'll tell you, Knights might be better than Taurens against Fiends. They might be. It's best of 3, best of 1. Okay, so... Protection Scroll. And Towers coming up. The supply is nearly even, because of course, JTZ is going to have much more workers than Cass. But, I mean, the Paladin's already level 2. There is a lot of heal spray. We haven't seen any yet, though. There we go. There's the first. Like, a couple of Knights about to fall. The first does go down, level 4. There's flying machines for the burrow. Second heal scroll used. Really not a bad push from Cass, honestly. But the problem is the heroes are so much stronger for JTZ. The heroes are just so much stronger. And there's no TP for the Criplordio to get out of here. And at the end of the day, really all Cass killed was like 1 knight and a couple of footmen. Okay, 2 knights, maybe? No. And GG has called a nice try. Again, there was, you know, about a 400 MMR difference between these two, so not a bad game at all from Cass, but JTZ showing his quality.